Staying power for one, local band HAPA performing Wednesday at the Doris Duke Theater for the Music of Hawaii series. And joining us this morning with a preview, Barry Flanagan. Good morning.
Thank you for having me on.
So great to have you here on this early morning hour.
This is early for musicians.
Yeah, and boy, what a long career. It's been huge, and you have been all over the place.
Thank you.
And one thing that I know that you want to talk about is the fact that you've been so many other places so many times, maybe a little less here in Hawaii lately.
You know, it really would be nice to see more Hawaiian music venues having concerts and stuff locally, so we're really grateful to the Doris Duke for doing this Hawaiian series the last few years.
What is it about, what's the importance to you for the up-and-coming artists now? Because, I mean, no doubt, for so many years you've been a mentor too, and you know that with the shifting winds and the shifting movement here in Hawaii, unfortunately, maybe it's been a little tougher for them lately. You
know, we discussed this earlier today. I think if everybody wanted to start supporting the younger kids, singing Hawaiian, playing Hawaiian music, I think buying singles, going on iTunes and supporting them, I think is really, all artists actually. I find myself doing this to support as many local bands as I can. You
know, I think one thing that's so incredible about Hawaiian music, it transcends. It transcends time, it transcends cultures. And that's something that I know all of us don't ever want to be lost.
Well, I don't know if everyone's aware of this, but in 1970 there were less than 20 adolescents that spoke the Hawaiian language. So at the time, what really helped to bring the language back was that Hawaiian Renaissance period, which was the music that hooked me on the mainland. So it's kind of interesting that all these years later, the language is doing so much better, and locally, Hawaiian music, you know, the local music scene has really been pretty...
A little tough.
Yeah, no real record companies anymore. But, you know, the cheese gets moved, you have to adapt, and you have to, as Bruce Lee said, be like water, right?
And like water here in Hawaii, so important yourself
That's
as
correct.
well with HAPA. And so there's a performance coming up on Wednesday to make sure we carry on that tradition at the Doris Duke Theater. Thank you, Barry,
so much for
being here.
having me on. My God.
Take it away.
Okay.